Hey YouTube, Lauren Howman. It is Tuesday and I have somewhere to be at 6 o'clock to do forms for one of my children for their after school care, but I'm early, so I wanted to come on here and share some thoughts with you today. And I've been answering some text messages and PMs from people. Let me see if I need to turn this down. No, I'm good. I've been answering some text messages and wanted to kind of share some of that with you. One thing, look at me, paying more attention to myself. First of all, let's get the disclaimer out of the way. I'm Lauren Howman. I'm a nurse practitioner, but I'm not operating as a nurse practitioner during my fasting journey, so thank you for following along. But please consult with your own doctor or medical professional before you start a fasting journey or any diet or exercise routine. So I'm kind of lean and crooked because my little face setup, my camera setup is like in an air vent, and so it's like kind of here if I were driving, but I gotta have a lean. So one thing is that I get a lot of questions. People want to ask question after question after question after question after question after question after question because they don't really want to get started. And I get that because it's something that's new for you and it's something that's hard and it's something foreign, right? So the more questions you ask, the more you think in your brain that you're going to have a wrap on this and you're going to do a really good job. But the truth is, ignorance on fire would serve you very well in this capacity as far as just get started, see how your body does. If your body reacts poorly, figure out what the problem is and keep on moving along. So sometimes we get paralyzed by needing too much knowledge, but what I would say to that is ask the questions, get a basic understanding, read the free book, ask me for a copy if you need one. It's laurenhowman2@yahoo.com. You can email me, or it's still free on Amazon for another day, so just type in Lauren Howman and you'll find my book. It's the only thing with my name on it that's on Amazon. Read the book. That's as much knowledge as you need for most people to get started on this journey and to have a quick result. And here in America, we are totally like results driven, but not like, oh man, she lost 50 pounds in 6 months. You want to see, how can I do that in 1 month? Like we want results so fast that we're kind of lazy. And I'm this way too. I'm with this in all things, like with changing kid behavior with my children, changing my weight, changing my health, learning something new at work. I just, like all of it, like we're just kind of lazy inherently, because we're spoiled in America, and so like we just kind of want what we want when we want it, and we want it now. So like you want to lose 50 pounds this month, but I think sometimes we get into this like thing about like asking questions and wanting to know things so specifically because you're trying to like delay and procrastinate, which I am one of those people too, on certain things, and then on certain things I just jump right in. But if you've read the book, or if you've done your research on YouTube and listened to a couple people that have been successful with fasting, you can kind of formulate your own plan, figure it out, try it. If it doesn't work for whatever reason, go back in and tweak it and just get started. That's the basic thing, that you're not going to get any results until you start doing it, right? And if you fail, that's okay. I've had some people texting me recently about failing and I can't get past this many hours. Just try again. It's okay. You're still doing yourself a ton of good by fasting for as long as you fasted, even if you didn't make it to your goal. And a lot of people are goal oriented, and some people are like more, like some people are going to be driven by time. So they're going to say, oh, I couldn't make it past 48 hours. Some people are going to say, I just want to fast until I lose 5 pounds on the scale. So people have different ways that they like to measure things. And inches is one of them. So when I was talking to my mom the other day, we were talking about how back in February I didn't lose very much weight, but I lost like 18 inches off my body in that month. But I only lost like, I believe it was 6 pounds that month, so it's really important to measure. Anyway, however you like to set your goals, whether it's pounds or time in the fast or inches for the month, that's kind of a hard one because that's going to be a minute before you see all of that accumulate. Because that was for like the whole month of February, not like, I couldn't see that on day 2 of a fast. However you like to set your goals up though, if you fail, that's okay. You just need to do it again. And next time you'll know what your trigger was that made you fail. Was it that your boyfriend is unsupportive? Is it that it was pizza day at work? Was it because you passed a Dunkin' Donuts? Was it because you had an emotional upset and so you emotionally ate? Whatever happens that makes you fail, you will learn what those triggers are and you will move past them. So for me, one of my biggest trigger is fat foods. Fatty foods will get me every time. If I pass a can of those stupid mixed nuts in the store, I'm ready to give up my fast right then and there. I don't care how long I've been fasting. If I haven't been fasting for more than like 72 hours, I'm ready to just buy the can of nuts, eat the whole thing in the car on the way home, call it a day, and start over. I know that's a trigger for me, so I don't keep them in the house. If they happen to be in the house, because they are one of my favorites, I put them out of sight so they're not like chilling on the kitchen counter staring at me every time I go in the kitchen. So that's a big trigger for me. I had to get rid of avocados for the same reason, because the fat in the avocados for some reason triggers me to overeat. And it's not necessarily carbs for me, it's more of a fat and salt content. Somehow when you mix all that together, it makes me want to overeat and binge. So carbs are an obvious trigger, but I've been doing this long enough to where if I'm eating carbs, I'm doing it on purpose. So I'm not just gonna like pick up a bag of chips when I was like knee deep in a fast. But so find your triggers and then just try again. It's okay if you failed. That's fine. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're learning. And every time you fail, you get back up. So this is a huge pep talk today. So those are kind of the questions I've been answering lately, and I can't get past 48 hours. Well, just do it. Just try it again. See what happens. Make it to 49. Maybe you don't have to do 96 on your first try, but if you've never fasted over 48 hours, let's go for 50. If you make it to 50, eat your small keto refeed and keep yourself in ketosis, and then go again. And maybe this time your goal is 51 hours, 52 hours. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to bust out the gates doing 96-hour fast or fasting for 7 days, or whatever this big goal is of yours. If you can do it, great. But if you fail, just try again and try to beat your best. All right, we're done with the pep talk for now. So the other thing I was going to tell you about that I think is pretty cool, I've been trying to look at my food consumption as far as like what I'm eating and how much it costs. Because I'm a little bit thrifty, sometimes a little bit more than others. Like when my kids were both in diapers, it was really important for me to know like when the sales were happening and if there were truly sales or not, because sometimes it looks like a sale and it's not. But like for instance, when Target runs, hey, if you spend $100 on baby products, you get $20 back as a gift card. Well, then you can just go buy another $20 in wipes or diapers. And then I would calculate out what the cost of $100 worth of diapers was when you calculate in that you're getting 20 bucks back. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. I would really try to like make sure that I was being cost effective with the diapers, because those things are, expensive and you go through a lot of them, and I had 2 kids in diapers for a short time. And so in that way, I'm a little bit thrifty. So as far as food goes, I spend a lot of money on food at the store, and buying food for kids is an enormous cost for us in my house. And with me being on this fasting journey, I was just trying to see like what I was doing with the food bill. And what I found is that when I'm eating, I'm spending more money on the food that I eat because I like healthier foods now. And that's one of the benefits of fasting, is that you start to enjoy more high quality foods and you just kind of like yearn them a little bit more, like that's what you want to eat. And so when I am eating, I do buy higher quality stuff. It costs a little bit more money. And so, but when you counteract that with the time that I'm not eating and all the crap food that I was buying for myself to eat those 3 meals a day plus a couple snacks, the money, you're actually saving a lot of money, which is good because it means you can buy higher quality food. So the coffee that I buy is a little bit more expensive than like the coffee at like Walmart, but that's okay because I'm saving a lot of money because I'm not eating all these meals every day, and so I'm actually saving some money. I thought that was really cool. I like to do like a little like mathematical equations and see what's going on, but I am saving money there. And the benefit of fasting that I love is that I do like to eat healthier foods now. When I'm eating, I would love to sit down and just eat some raw vegetables and a big hunk of meat. That's what I would like to eat on an ideal day that I'm eating. That's not always what happens, but if I had it my way, that's what I would be having. If for some reason that's not what I'm having, it's still what I wanted. So I will eat something that's more expensive. I'm willing to spend more money on meat now than I used to for myself, like steaks for myself and my husband. And I'll do the vegetables that are fresh instead of like the frozen broccoli, things like that. It's a little bit more expensive, but you're saving a ton of money in the long run. As you're losing weight with fasting, you're saving money because you're not buying a bunch of food to stuff in your face 6 times a day. So if you did fasting for 48 hours, had 1 meal, and then went back to fasting for 48 hours, you're saving the cost of 5 meals, 5 eating episodes, let's call it. 3 meals on one day, 2 meals on the next day, and how many snacks? 5 snacks. So you're saving a ton of money. Anyway, that's all I had today. Those are just my random thoughts. I just wanted to like give everybody a little bit of a boost in morality about your goals, and it's okay if you don't reach them, but just try again. You will reach them, and you're still having successes along the way. You're learning about your body, you're correcting your hormones, your hunger hormones, and you're losing weight in inches, but it's not always going to be perfect. My fasting journey has in no way been perfect, and I've shared a lot of those failures with you, and that's perfectly fine. We're all human. That's good. We have to learn from our mistakes, and I still make mistakes. It's still not perfect, but I'm doing well and I'm losing weight. So even on an OMAD lifestyle, I was losing like, you know, 1.5 pounds a week. So within 2 weeks, I lost 3 pounds on that meal plan. So guys, you can't go wrong. So if you haven't read the book yet, hit it up on Amazon. Just type in Lauren Howman, or if you want an email copy, which is a Word document, email me at laurenhowman2@yahoo.com. And that's all I've got for you today. Hope you love my ramblings, because this was the doozy. Bye, guys.